welcome back to my YouTube channel. So happy that you're still here and listen to my words. That's really nice. It's like talking to a friend, and that's actually the point that I'm doing that. And yeah, it's not that professional maybe, but it's like just talking with you. That's so great. So if you want to know something or you would just want to have a chat, just leave a comment below and subscribe to this channel if you didn't have it already. Yeah, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So where was I? I was talking like last time. I had that school talent show, school expectation and so on. Let's talk about today about opportunities. And sometimes when you think opportunities is like you going out on arena tour, world tour, whatever. And I mean, I'm really happy that I'm for, I think 4 years now or 3 years. Every year I'm out for arena tour in Germany. So I'm really happy about it, but this is something that we're gonna talk later. But the first opportunity was like when I played the first band that I was the fixed guitarist. Do you say the fixed guitarist? Yeah, the main guitarist. And yeah, it was the opportunity that I was thinking it's like better to be ready than to get ready. That's the point. So like you don't wait till you get opportunities. You work on yourself. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's your hobby, your just guitar or everything, you just work on it and you have fun, And then when the occasion is coming, the chance to play somewhere, you're ready instead of getting ready. So at this time, I started playing a little bit more. So I played with different kinds of music, bands and different kind of music, but I didn't have something, like a fixed band, like, do you say fix, like main band, something like this. So I was more like a shy guy. That's true. It's really true. Usually nobody believes me, but I'm quite shy. Sometimes I don't like to talk. Yeah, can happen. And yeah, and then I was usually at home in my room and I practiced guitar. And suddenly my mother came in. That was already in Germany. And it was 11 o'clock in the night. So, and I got that call from actually it was a piano player. And he asked me, I never heard of him. And he said, tomorrow we're gonna play the next city close where I used to live. And we need a guitarist because the singer has a cold. I mean, he can sing, but he needs support. I said, yeah, sure, why not? Like the next day, perfect. And this was a guy that he was already 50 years old or something, and he's a legend. I mean, Schorchi 1, Schorchi 1, and he invited me for this band, and it was the name was really funny, Shoko Moko, and such really good friends, and we still are in touch. And yeah, the next day we went there, and I was ready for this band because I didn't know a lot of the tunes that they were playing, but he had sheets with lyrics, chords, and stuff like this, And it was such a great party. It was in a pub, and we had so much fun. And yeah, and then that was actually the start when I got that occasion or that chance to play in a band, and they asked me to be the main guitarist. And the interesting part was that at this time, that was like the chance for them that I play in the band, and exactly the opposite too. Like that was the chance for me, thanks them, to play with them. Because when before I started with this band, they had maybe like 2 gigs in 1 year. They told me, what I can remember. And when I started there to play, we had 30 gigs. Like that was amazing, and that was like not in a professional way, but that was the start to get more professional, and get experience. So that's the thing, like you have to be ready. Like it was like I was learning music, I was practicing a lot every day, and when I was going to play there, it was like, yeah, I know what to do. And that was great. That was lovely. And still today we have a good friendship, even when we don't see each other that often. So this is something that I recommend what I said the last video. Go and play, Unfortunately, sooner or later, somebody's growing, isn't somebody staying at that level, It doesn't mean that it's bad, but I was 100% sure I want to be a professional musician. So they made it. They played more as a hobby. Nothing wrong against playing as a hobby musician, not at all. But there came a time that I had to leave the band for the next step. So it doesn't matter where you are, like make small steps and learn. Because sometimes when I think back, without that band, I couldn't make it somewhere else because the step would have been too high, So sometimes I hear musicians complaining, yeah, the band is not good and so on. I understand that, but don't complain. You have to leave, or stay there, So like if you want to take the next step, you have to decide, is it like what I was going to say, like if you want to go further, you have to leave. Or maybe you are the guy that is a step below because the other are growing. Actually, the best thing is like to grow together, and that's what happened with Chokomoko. We grow together, They played more, I played more. Or actually, I played a lot every day, but at home and not on stage. So that was perfect. And then was my brother. He's a really amazing drummer. Now he composed a lot for games, and he was at the project. That I think that was the worst project I ever been to, because I left Shokomoko because my brother went to a project in Bavaria, and it was like that strange guy, I don't want to say the name, but he was terrible. He was like choleric. How do you say? Do you say choleric? I don't know. And it was great music. I mean, it was so great music. Unfortunately, he was not that cool guy, I mean, he could write really good music, but this is an experience that you have to do, I think, to understand what's your value. So that was the first professional project. Nothing happened with that music. It's so sad because it was great music. So sometimes I think I don't know if I believe in God. I don't know, but something really big is music, and you have to give space to the music so it can go out, And he didn't give that space to that music, not at all. So he was more narcissistic, stuff like this, I learned a lot, 100%, especially in the human base, like people that I don't like to work, because music is something beautiful. And So learned a lot from that experience, and a lot of about music. And I'm so sad that the music never came out because it was really good music. Yeah, after that, um, yeah, yeah, I left the project after 6 or 7 months, and then I was thinking, well, actually, we didn't get any money at all, so nothing. But for music, you do everything, right? And yes, suddenly after this 6 7 months, I got my first professional band that I played, and yeah, it's like you close the door and another door is going to be open sooner or later. You just have to wait and do your homework. And this band, the band leader came to me and asked me to play at his band, and he said, "Yeah, 160 gigs a year." Well, perfect, yeah. And that was my first experience to like play a lot. I mean, it was that much that um, I slept on a stage because I knew exactly what I was going to play because I played it 1,000 times. We had sometimes like 22 gigs in 1 month. Yeah, 1 month. And I was so tired, that I was watching my fingers playing without thinking, like was like somebody else was playing. So I played that tune so much, a lot, and I was tired and I slept, like I closed my eyes and I was somewhere else, but it worked, because I knew what I was playing, and yeah, that was like 2 years, great experience, great people, and they're still there, they're still around playing everywhere. They play in London, like amazing. And yeah, this was my first experience. But after a while, it was like 2 years. It was too much. Not the gigs, but always playing the same thing, And like I said before, music has to need space. I can compose while I'm in stress, sitting down and okay, I have 5 minutes. Let's do something. I mean, would be a great challenge, but I know that I need some, relaxing time, maybe doing nothing, and then there's some space coming. I don't think too much about my accountant stuff, and and then there's freedom for music, So this is the reason where I quit that band, and yeah, and then went to another band. It was a new project. It was a bullshit project too, and it was great with great musicians, and I remember and this is something really important to do to yourself. Put you in a stressful situation. What I mean with that, I remember that the band boss, he said, "Okay, we need a Michael Jackson medley," and I always was scary of the Beat It solo. I mean, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan still today, and I said, "Okay, I want to arrange the Michael Jackson medley, and I'm gonna put Beat It on it with the Beat It solo." So I forced myself to learn the solo because you can't play something else. You can improvise. I mean, you can do our improvisation on Beat It, but no, I no. The Beat It solo, Eddie Van Halen, that's it. You don't need nothing else. So I put myself in a position where it was stressful because I told everyone, yeah, we're gonna play this, and this is the solo you have to play, and I learned it, I still can play it without practicing because I practiced the solo like, I don't know, for weeks, that it's perfect, that it's lovely to play and it's normal, So yeah, that was something that I can recommend you to put you in a stressful situation. Don't over like don't exaggerate. Do you say exaggerate? Yeah, I think you say exaggerate. Like think about what is it? Is it a step too high? I was thinking at this time, no, it's not too high. It's higher than I can play right now, but it's achievable. You need more time, but is it achievable? So that's the thing. That it's not overwhelming, and then you know when you practice and then it's too much, it's overwhelming. You get too much stress, the negative stress, I would say. But it worked, and I can recommend you that do it. Like if somewhere you said, okay, let's do this tune, yeah, let's try it. You have to think about if it's okay. Maybe if you have a teacher, ask him, is this something achievable or not? If you don't know it for yourself. Yeah, and then yeah, I mean, I miss one thing. I can remember like 6 years before that, I was head teacher of a school. He asked me if I can teach in his school, and I never gave lessons before. And I don't know why is this subject. Is it, maybe that's for another time. The first time I gave lessons, maybe. If you want to know how I started giving lessons, let me know. I think that's not a subject. It's not a subject for here. But yeah, that was not good. Oh no, the other one. Okay, I missed that too. Okay, doesn't matter. Next time. So if you want to know how I started giving lessons years ago, let me know. Write some comments. If you like this video, like it. If you don't, just press the thumbs down and comment that you didn't like it. Or, I mean, I would really appreciate it if you like it. But yeah, that's all, folks. See you next time, next video. Then we talk about, you see it. You're going to see it. So subscribe and see you next time. Bye-bye.